Hi, I'm Allegra. This is the book I'm going to read to you today, Grand Jeté and Me, which I wrote. I'm going to visit my grandmother. She's not like other grandmothers. I don't call her grandma or nana or abuela. I call her Grand Jeté. My grandmother was once a prima ballerina. That's the fanciest kind of ballerina of all. She danced on stages all over the world. She never stopped dancing. I love to visit her in her apartment in New York, especially at Christmas time. Come in, says Grand Jeté, as she opens the door wide. Make your entrance, my beautiful granddaughter. I chasse into her hallway, and she applauds for me. I curtsy. I'm delighted to see you, my darling, says Grand Jeté. She doesn't talk like other grandmothers either. Shall we have a little lunch before we go? Yes, please, I say. I love lunch with Grand Jeté. She always makes it so special. Follow me, she says. Straight spine, please, my sweetheart. I follow her back to the kitchen. I've been practicing my ballet steps all week to get ready. We make lunch. We arabesque to our plates and lunge for our milk. We plie next to our stools before we sit down. We sit at the counter and unfold our napkins. Straight spine, says Grand Jeté. I sit up even straighter. Perfect, she says, and she gives me a big squeeze. After lunch comes my favorite part. Let's put on our faces, says Grand Jeté. My grandmother is the only person I know with a vanity and a dressing room. Ready, says Grand Jeté. Ready, I say. I turn on the switch. Her mirror lights up. There are 100 bulbs all around it. At least it looks like 100 bulbs. First our hair, says Grand Jeté. She pulls back her hair from her face and sweeps it into a bun. Then she does mine. Now our eyes, says Grand Jeté. She puts a great big swash of makeup on her eyes and they get huge. Then she puts a little swash of makeup on my eyes and they get bigger too. Now a little polish, says Grand Jeté. She makes her lips dark red and she gives my lips a little polish too. Finally, we put on our holiday outfits that Grand Jeté got for us today, our big day. And now I think we are ready, Grand Jeté says. We take the elevator down, down, down to the ground floor. Look, says Grand Jeté, a bar. We nod to the doorman and then we hurry along the sidewalk. I know exactly where we're going and I can't wait. We bow to the woman selling hats and buy a bouquet of roses at the market. Grand Jeté does not play softball or volleyball. She doesn't even bowl, but she knows how to throw flowers. Toss them just like this, Grand Jeté says to me, underhand and softly. I've done this before. I do it just right. The people on the street give us funny laughs. We just smile and bow. When we arrive at the theater, I'm so excited. I do a Grand Jeté, which is a big leap. Then we hurry through the backstage door to greet Grand Jeté's friends. Everyone here knows Grand Jeté, but they call her Madam. She is famous. I'll be dancing the ballerina role, Sugar Plum Fairy, the one your grandmother used to dance, says one of the dancers. We rush to our seats. Soon the Nutcracker will be finished. Grand Jeté says the ballet begins on Christmas Eve with a party at the home of a little girl, Marie, and her family. I hold Grand Jeté's hand when Marie's grandfather, Drosselmeyer, gives her the Nutcracker doll. But her naughty brother breaks it When the party's over, Marie falls asleep with her broken doll. She's awakened by flashing lights. The Christmas tree grows, and all the toys, including Marie's Nutcracker, become life-size. Giant mice attack her. The mice and a terrible 7-headed mouse king battle with the Nutcracker and the soldiers. Marie throws the shoe at the mouse king, and the Nutcracker kills him. The battle is won. Marie's Nutcracker turns into a prince who takes her on a magical journey. Marie and the prince walk through a forest, and it snows right on stage. They travel to the land of sweets, where they are entertained by the whole kingdom. When the beautiful sugar plum fairy dances, Grand Jeté whispers, "That's the role I used to dance. I remember all the steps." At the end, everyone waves as Marie and the prince fly home in a sleigh. I wave too. Was it all a dream? The curtain closes and we jump to our feet and clap and clap. The Prima ballerina takes a final bow and smiles right at Grand Jeté. I toss up the flowers just the way Grand Jeté showed me. She blows us a kiss. We blow a kiss back. She's a prima ballerina, Grand Jeté, I say. You were just like her. Grand Jeté smiles. She blows a final kiss to the stage, but the curtain has already come down. I was just like her, my darling, she says. And someday you might be too. She picks up our program and heads to the aisle. Ready to rumble, she asks. Ready to rumble. And together we waltz out of the theater. That's some of my stories about the Nutcracker. But there are so many other stories that a child can invent when they see the Nutcracker itself. Invention is something that theater gives us, and ballet. So I'm so grateful that I was once in the Nutcracker, and I hope you like this book, Grand Jeté and Me.